Duke #1. Now, Joshua Williamson is writing both Duke and Cobra Commander, so we're getting both opposite sides kind of the G.I. Joe conflict here going on. Pretty neat stuff right here. And Duke actually spirals right out of Transformers. In Transformers, Duke kind of has to evacuate what he's got going on here. He's got a little bit of an impressionistic art style here, which I find really enjoyable. You look at the shadows of his enemies there, kind of in the background. This is a nice double-page spread to open things up in some action. And he ends up talking about what's going on, and he saw this Transformer thing. And this ties into that Transformers issue right there. Pretty neat way to tie in the universe. And 2 double-page spreads, maybe a little bit much for a comic book, just because it goes by a little fast after this. But you get a kind of a cartoony thing, and I think this works really well with the Duke character, the G.I. Joe character, because it can't be too serious of art on the flip side. Some of the colors look a little flat because it is flats, and it gives a noir feel to it. You see that in a lot in like the Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips books, that this kind of color style works. I would have gone with something a little brighter personally, but he gets out, and of course he's on leave because of everything that goes on, and gets embroiled in this conspiracy. Like this lady starts to talk to him about some conspiracy stuff going on. He starts to hunt into problems with a corporation. And he breaks in and sees some really bad stuff. And on his way out, the cops actually go after him, and he ends up on the run with what he knows. And of course, he's going to be in a spot where he's going to have to clear his name and, of course, expose the conspiracy that's going on, as well as the military starts to hunt him down, and he's on his way back. So a pretty solid first issue. I like that. That's a really good, on the run sort of thing. Very classic military tropes, Rambo type tropes. And it's pretty good for a book called Duke. So I enjoy that very much. Like I said, the colors, the flats kind of take away from the dynamic element of this at some points. It tries to create a classic feel to it because it's trying to create that classic old school Rambo feel or whatnot. But I think there's points where it could have been a little brighter, a little less muted, and the colors are kind of my only main complaint over the course of this issue. Otherwise, very solid stuff. I'll call this an 8 out of 10 overall. Good installment for the Energon universe, and I look forward to seeing more. Hit the like and subscribe button, everybody. Leave a comment down below, and we'll be back soon.